Can raw milk help you overcome eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, and rosacea? For the next month, I'm gonna experiment drinking raw milk every single day. The question is raw dairy. Can raw dairy and its magic help your gut recover enough to get rid of your eczema? Now there's people like Natasha McBride, the creator of the GAPS diet, who thinks raw milk is an absolutely amazing gut healer. And there's people who are drinking raw goat milk and saying their eczema is totally gone from just drinking raw goat milk. Now, my experience so far with raw milk and non-raw milk with my clients and raw dairy with my clients has not been super good, but I have not put anything on film in front of you guys documenting the process of someone experimenting with raw milk. I've been milk free for a long time. I was vegan for 8 years. I've been cured from skin disease for almost 8 years. And I really think that some of you might be asking, well, this is like a big risk for you, Rob. Like, what if your eczema comes back after all this time? Aren't you afraid that your eczema will come back? And there is a risk, but the risk is worth getting the data out to you guys. Plus, I want to show you guys that once you have healed your skin and you do it in the correct way, it teaches you an awareness within your body so that you know when a flare-up is going to come based on your biomarkers. So if I start eating this raw milk on a regular basis and then my biomarkers start to tell me the signs that my skin health is going in the wrong direction, I will cut the experiment off. If the raw milk makes me sick, if my gut health goes to crap, I know when to pull the plug on something far before it's going to start affecting my skin. I hope that you guys, through your recovery process, get to that level of awareness with your body too, because it makes a huge difference in navigating what foods to eat. So without further ado, I'm gonna get to the video. Will raw milk help you heal eczema or not? Stay tuned. Before I jump in, I want to kind of just, one of the interesting things that I came across when starting to put together the idea for this video was talking to farmers who have raw milk farms, and they told me, like, please don't put our names out there, please don't put our dairy farms on your YouTube videos, because we get a lot of kickback and a lot of pressure from the government, and there's a lot of anti-raw milk people out there and propaganda out there. Now there's two reasons why people believe that the propaganda and there's the anti-raw milk people out there. One is that some people think that raw milk is absolutely so powerful at healing people and such a nutrient dense, amazing food that it's kind of the conspiracy theory. Let's keep that delicious, amazing gut health food away from people so that they are dumb and stupid and keep buying our pharmaceutical drugs and our Coca-Cola products. That's an actual theory out there. The other theory that the government has is that raw food is dangerous. The pathogens, all the things that can kill you are gonna ooze up out of that raw milk and destroy and kill you. I've done some research. I have never seen online anyone dying from drinking raw milk. Now, someone probably has, I just haven't found it, but it's not a big deal. Raw milk is being drinking all over the place. Raw food, I eat raw eggs every single day. I've never had one single problem with them. So that's another topic to kind of keep in mind while you're watching this video, is like, why is there such a controversy around the legality around raw milk? Some states you can't even purchase raw milk, and some places you can't really buy raw dairy anywhere off the shelves. You have to find a farmer. So that's what I did. I found a farm. I found a farmer who has legit cows and really high-end raw milk, and that's where I'm sourcing my stuff. All right, so there it is. This is gonna be, this is only about 1 cup. So I'm starting off with 1 cup, and my strategy for drinking this raw milk is I'm gonna do it as much as I can after I eat meals. I don't think that starting to drink milk again after 8 years on an empty stomach is the way to go. So I just had some aged ribeye, like probably about 1 pound, and some MCT oil, and I'm gonna wash it down with 8 ounces of milk. Before I even drink this, the smell smells really good. Visually, my mouth is actually watering, so I'm looking forward to tasting it. And I'm just like, I am a little bit nervous too, I have to admit. My stomach is a little nervous and I'm kind of a little bit excited. I think that experimenting with this type of stuff is fun, and here I go. Wow. Okay, so initial reaction, one, man, it tasted absolutely delicious. Two, I can already feel my skin tingling like I'm gonna have an eczema flare-up. Whoa, just kidding. No, it tasted great. The taste in my mouth was delicious. It went down smooth. It reminded me of when I used to drink milk when I was a kid because I love drinking milk. But I drank the crap milk. I drank pastured, low-fat milk. This is full fat, nothing added, nothing taken away, just straight up raw cow milk. So I'm gonna finish this off and enjoy it, and I will get back to you throughout my day and throughout this month. This is day one. This is my first glass of milk. Okay, so this is still day one, and I had that glass of milk about 8 hours ago. Afterwards, I did have a little bit of rumbling in my tummy, but nothing crazy, no like diarrhea or upset stomach, just a little bit of like rumbly tumbly, kind of the feeling that I do with certain of my green juices, or like when I drink probiotic sauerkraut juice. It gives a little bit of like something is working. So, but I really love the taste, and so I'm on to more. Today I'm gonna do like 32 total ounces. Part of what I'm trying to establish for myself is if raw milk is good for my skin and is good for eczema skin overall, start making more protocols with raw milk because there's a lot of things you can do with it. Also, one of the themes that has been going on in the last few years with my practice is people from the vegan or plant-based cleansing in phase one are losing a ton of weight, most of the time too much, and they're looking for solutions, nourishing, gut healthy foods that can help them be a healthy body weight. So can I drink raw milk daily with my eggs and with my meat, with my MCT oil, with my sauerkraut juice, with my celery juice, and have it help me gain healthy weight? I'm sitting at about 176 right now. Okay, so this is day 4 in the raw dairy experiment. So far things are going pretty good. No big news to tell you. The first couple days, my digestion in the morning was a little bit more loose than normal. And so far right now, my biomarkers are all really good. I'm feeling pretty good. There is some of that gurgling that I talked about in some farts, in some foamy poop that's happening, which I don't like. Those are not good signs for my digestion. I tend to, when I'm out of balance, run on the side of going too much, being overstimulated, and so those, the foamy, the going too much, the little bit of the diarrhea and loose bowel, not a good sign so far. But physically, I'm feeling good. I've put on 3 pounds since we started this, so the extra calories are definitely helping. All of my other biomarkers are doing great, hormonally, sleep-wise, energetically, my ability to focus and think. So day 4, I'm just cruising with it. Right now, I'm definitely noticing something that when I drink milk, raw milk on an empty stomach, I don't feel as good as when I eat some meat or eat some food beforehand and then wash it down afterwards. Which is strange because when I was studying Ayurveda and yoga therapy, a big concept in there is to never eat or drink, rather, never drink while you're eating your meals because it kind of messes with your ragistic nature of your stomach acid. I'm not finding that to be the case right now. Raw milk on the empty stomach, gurgle city, not really that fun, feeling kind of just off. But when I eat the milk after I eat a meal, totally good to go. Just a little bit of gurgling. My skin has not budged or changed at all. I haven't had any of that old eczema dermatitis tingly pre-flare up like that. You guys know what I'm talking about, that tingly feeling that's like, I'm coming for you, man. So far so good. Just a little bit of gut stuff I'm keeping my eye on, and we will see. I'll check back with you guys in a day or two. Okay, so this is day 12, and up until day 12, during my last post, I think it was day 4, I was kind of going with the whole eat my food and then drink my milk to get in the calories and the healing nature of it. That was going pretty good, but I kind of felt like I wanted to step everything up. So yesterday and today, which is, I think day 12, I said, it's either day 12 or 14. I'm a little out of it. But for the last 2 days, I've been drinking raw milk only, just stepping the experiment up a bit. Let's see what happens. Yesterday, diarrhea all day. Felt like crap. Woke up this morning, my stomach was a mess, but I'm committed, so I'm gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna drink only raw milk the rest of the day. I drank 1.5 gallons yesterday, a lot of calories. Energetically, I felt really good though. Besides my digestion, my brain, my workouts, my work, my sleep was all really, really good. But my digestion was definitely off. So I'm gonna keep going with this for another day. So probably 3 days of total raw milk only, and then go back to my normal diet with the raw milk after the meals, or just kind of using it whenever I feel like it. So I will keep you guys posted. So far it's been, being just totally honest, so far it's been weird. If it was up to me and I wasn't doing this experiment, I would have already stopped drinking the raw milk and just been like, yeah, I'm over it. I like my digestion to feel 100% perfect all the time. And I've created a diet for myself that allows my digestion to be perfect all the time. I think that's a place where all of you skin health sufferers should strive to be. Learning to feel and understand your body enough, and you've gone through the phases, you've gone through phase 2, you know what foods to avoid and you know what foods to eat. When you figure that out, stick to it. Don't mess with what's working. I'm messing with what's working for the sake of you guys, to experiment so that you guys can see if you want to add raw milk or not, have a definitive answer. Does raw milk help eczema? I'm not sure yet. If I was to say based on right now, halfway through the experiment, I would say I have no clue. I would say for me, it probably doesn't. For most of my clients, I don't think it will. For some people, do I think for some people, raw goat milk or raw cow milk, can it be really helpful? I think it probably could, but the jury is still out. Gonna keep the experiment going. I will keep you guys posted. Okay, so we're sitting at day 30, my 30 days of raw milk experimenting for eczema is over. And as you can see, it's day 30 and I'm not drinking any milk. Foreshadowing. So you guys remember the last check-in I did, it was day 12 or 14, I think it was day 12. I had done a day, 24 hours of raw milk only, and then was gonna do another one. I was planning on doing 3, but after day 2, I woke up the next morning and I felt absolutely horrible. I had big swollen bags underneath my eyes. I had a little bit of like some itchy, weird, kind of like dry skin on my armpit, and I had full-on loose bowels and diarrhea for 48 hours after that. Now, I talked to some people and they said, oh, that's like the cleansing and detox effect. It's your stomach flipping over and the gut biome getting used to the milk and then correcting itself. So I said, okay, maybe that is true, because a lot of stuff like that happened to me when I was using juices and vegan foods early on in my recovery process. So I said, okay, let me write it out. Wrote it out another week and things got worse and worse and worse and worse. And so at day 28, I said, I'm over this. I am not gonna put my digestion at risk. So for me, raw milk and dairy is a failure when it comes to overcoming eczema. I know that if I continue to drink my raw milk and use other dairy products, my gut health will go to a place and my biomarkers will go to a place that will soon end up looking like dermatitis and eczema. Now, here's the point of the video. Do I think that other people should do this experiment? Might raw milk help eczema? I think it's not really a good experiment to even try. The other protocols and programs that I've already created and the pathway, the 3 phases of skin disease reversal is very straightforward and it works really well. So should you try raw milk? For me, the experiment definitely failed. And for my clients, I've worked with over 900 people over the past 6 years, and a lot of them have tried raw goat milk, raw butter, and most of the time, I'm talking like 99.9% of the time, those clients don't do well, just like I didn't do well. We have to remember that there is 3 aspects to reversing skin disease. It's gut health and digestional health, it's cleansing and detoxification on a cellular level, and it's daily lymphatic movement. When you combine those 3 things long term, the skin will heal. Now, for me, the dairy messed my digestion up. My digestion has been on point. It got a little wonky at the end of my vegan career, and then I switched some things up and corrected it again. And for the last 8-9 months, it's been really awesome again. until I started doing the raw milk. So I do not give raw milk my overall stamp of approval. I think it is experimental. I think that it is a big risk. And I think that if you're in a place where you're like, man, I've tried everything else and I'm just gonna try the raw milk, go for it. You don't really have anything to lose. I would focus more on phase 1 and phase 2 if that's you. If you are not having long-term success, it probably means one of two things. One, you're not reading your biomarkers to tell you if you're going in the right direction with your food choices. And two, you haven't successfully taken your time and done a phase 2 or an elimination diet or something to figure out what foods you need to be eating. And that's why I use my phase 2, because the elimination diet takes like 2.5 years to figure out, and it doesn't really test biomarkers, and it gives you a lot of false reads. So that is going to conclude my video. I'd love to hear from you guys. Are you wanting to do this experiment yourself? Have you tried dairy? What has your results been? I always take the conservative approach when it comes to skin health and my own digestion. Now, I took a little risk doing this 30-day eczema raw milk thing, but I don't suggest, if you don't know what you're doing, to take this type of risk. Be conservative, do the path that works, focus on your gut health. And if you are in a place where you're just gonna experiment with the milk, okay, go for it, but be really, really clear with your data, and don't try to bring a belief or a desire into it. Just experiment, see what happens, read the data, and then make the refinements that you need to make. Also, we are going to move forward with our group class. It's going to be a skin health focused cleanse. We're going to be talking about the 3 phases during that. You can sign up for that. Group class starts on the 28th of this month at holistichealthactivation.com. For those of you looking to become a private client of mine, have me lead you through this process of healing your skin, there's a link in the description for that. On YouTube, shit, you guys are on YouTube right now, so you don't have to go anywhere. Here I am. Thank you. It's good to see you. But on Instagram, you will have to leave this channel to go to there. On Instagram, my name is Rob Stewart, and I'd love to connect with you guys there as well. I'm putting up a lot of content focused on healing the skin. So much love. I'll be back with many more videos really soon. I gotta be honest with you, I was really wanting the raw milk thing to work for me. It made it so easy to get a ton of calories. I really enjoyed the taste. I look forward to drinking the milk every single day, and it just made me feel good in my brain and in my body weight. I slept good, my workouts were really powerful. That could have just been the addition of extra calories and nutrients, but what it did to my digestion and my gut, and then just kind of the like dry itchy thing in my armpit, like that's when it's like, nope, that's when I draw the line. That's when the biomarkers say it's not worth the experiment anymore. Get back to what works for you and don't put yourself in any more risk.